Hey guys, it's Nikki here. So I'm about to do something super crazy. I'm feeling in quite like a playful mood. I didn't want to do something like sit down and have like a serious chat with you guys, do a serious makeup tutorial. So I'm going to do one of them challenge videos. To start off with, I'm actually just going to hydrate my skin because just with the Bobbi Brown face oil, because my skin's been feeling really kind of dry recently. I'll need to put some Vaseline on my lips as well because they're pretty dry too. Okay, so if you followed me for a while, you guys know that I love liquids. I like a dewy skin. Anything wet on the skin I love because I have more of like a dehydrated skin type. That's probably why I've just put oil on my face. However, I thought, I don't know, I was just going through YouTube and I saw like there's a challenge video going around. I know that I did the full face of concealers, but if I'm honest, that wasn't so much a challenge for me. I thought that I would do a full face of eyeshadows using one eyeshadow palette, so restricting it to one eyeshadow palette. Now, this is going to be hard because the palette that I've chosen is the Makeup Revolution sophx Ultra Eyeshadows 24 Ultra Professional Eyeshadows. And this eyeshadow palette has actually got a mixture of shimmer and matte products in it. Now if I'm honest with you, I was going to go for the Morphe matte palette. You get, I think it's like 35 shades, or you get a lot more, and all of the shades, if I can open it, all of the shades in here are matte. So I just thought this would be like, that was my go-to straight away. And then I thought, do you know what, I'm not really going to get any highlight, and it is a challenge because it's powder, but I wanted a bit of shimmer. Why not? I wanted a bit of shimmer, so we're gonna go with this one. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna turn out. I'm thinking, why am I gonna do this? Because it's probably gonna end horribly. But we're gonna start off with brows. To start off with, I'm gonna go into this brown chocolate color right here. I'm gonna mix it with a deeper brown, and I'm just gonna start running that through my brows. Okay, so personally I think this is fine. When I was younger, a lot younger, I used to powder my brows, and brow powder is more or less the same thing as eyeshadow powder. So it worked. It's a really nice color, the two of them mixed together, and my brows look quite fluffy and full. Now I want to carve out my brows. Usually I would do this with a concealer. However, we're going to do it with a powder. So I'm actually going to go into this light yellow color, which is one of my favorite colors in the palette. I like it as an eyeshadow base color. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to use this color and I'm going to pop it underneath my brows and then just use a fluffy brush to kind of blend it out. Now technically eyeshadow should be a breeze. However, I've got nothing to kind of blank out my upper lid shadows, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have to go in with smokier, darker colours, I think, for my lid. I'm going to just start off with this colour here because this is the colour that I always use for a transition colour. It's the one that is the most similar to my skin tone, so I'm just going to start popping that on in my transition just to see what that's looking like. Okay, so that's my transition colour. It looks so super natural, so it's quite close to my skin colour. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to go in deeper. We're going to go in to this kind of a brownish, but a warm brown colour now. And I'm going to pop this in to my crease and just blend that bad boy out as well. So I might as well make the most of all of these colours right here, and because I've got shimmers I definitely want to use them on the eyes. I'm actually going to go into this warm chocolate brown colour. This is going to be the darkest colour that I use, and I'm actually going to pop this into the inner and outer corners. We might as well just go the full hog. Let's try and do a full glam look. Let's do a spot eye kind of look. So I'm going to pop this colour in to the inner corner and the outer corner, and then kind of just buff it out as well. So I must say to you guys, my colours are definitely, it's really frustrating because the colours are definitely not popping. Doesn't matter how much dark I put on, like it's not getting as dark as I want it to get. I think that's just because I haven't primed, and I'm working on like obviously my upper lid shadows. So it's probably not going to pop as much. Okay, now I want a little bit of sparkle in the center. I'm hoping that this is going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this kind of Sumptuous Olive. The reason why I just call it Sumptuous Olive is because MAC has a shade very similar to it. But I'm going to get this olivey goldy color, which I really, really like, and I haven't actually used before. So I'm going to take a little bit of this color and I'm going to pop it just into the center of the lid. Okay, now that greeny gold's on, I think it saved the eye. I think it looks a lot nicer, if I'm honest with you. It looks stunning. Love that color as well. It kind of goes nicely with like the green jumper that I'm wearing too. Now I'm just going to wet my angle brush I'm going in to the darkest brown colour and the black. I'm just going to give myself a soft line on my upper lash line. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe away any excess now. Okay, so this is the part of the look that I'm super nervous about. You guys know that I'm all about base, and I don't really know. So the only shadow in here that I'm actually going to get, that I did swatch up against my skin before I picked the palette, is going to be this one, my transition colour. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that as a foundation colour. I'm going to use it as a concealer colour. I'm going to use it as everything. So just going into this colour right here. I'm going to might mix it with a little bit of the yellow if need be, if it's a bit too dark. But I'm going to start using this as a powder foundation, guys. I'm not going to lie, this feels wrong on so many levels right now. So many levels. Okay, so I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but this has like a slight red cast to it, and you guys know how I feel. You know how I feel about colour matching, right? Oh my god, I don't even know how do some people do powder foundations? Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to leave foundation there, else I'm gonna make it worse. I'm gonna take that colour again, which is the one that I can only use. And I'm going to just take a heap of this on a small blending brush and try and use this as concealer. It's hidden my dark circles. You know I'm a bit anal when it comes to dark circles, but I'm not going to get a flawless fit. I might do. You never know at the end. Never say never. I'm just going to pop a little bit around my mouth area as well, because it's a little bit darker around here. Okay, let's see if we can get away with this. Then I'm actually going to take that same blending brush going into that banana kind of colour. And I'm going to use this as a highlight. So we're going to highlight underneath my eyes. I'm also going to do that down the centre of my face as well, just to see if I can lift my face a little bit. All I'm thinking right now is, has anyone achieved a 4B glam look with an eyeshadow palette? I'd love to know. Okay, so I can't stand the eyes. I need to work on the eyes because the base is giving me a headache and it's looking like it's failing. So we're going to move back to the eyes to take my attention off that. I'm going to go into this deep colour right here, this deep chocolatey brown colour, and I'm going to pop this underneath my lower lash line to try and salvage my under eyes. Listen, I'm not being funny, but is powder concealer a thing? Because it maybe should be. Like, I'm not getting, obviously you don't get any creasing or anything, do you? And I know that powder always looks better in photos. Now going in with a slightly denser brush. I want this because I really want to smoke out that lower lash line to try and hide any dark circles. I'm going to go into that deep chocolate colour right here that's a little bit warmer, and I'm going to work that as close as possible to the lower lash line and then just kind of smoke it out. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit better now that the shadow's kind of underneath as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a little bit of brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight. For that I'm going to be using these two gold shades right here. I'm going to mix them together and pop them on my brow bone and my inner corner using this pencil brush. Now I'm just going to quickly go back into that black again, and I'm going to give myself a wing, very small wing, but just something to kind of make my eyes look a little bit more feline. Okay, so I'm just going to finish the eyes off quickly just by adding some mascara and some lashes to them, and then we're going to move on to finishing off the face. Okay, so lashes are on. I'm just going to go in with a touch more highlighter for the inner corners really quickly. I'm not going to lie, at this specific moment in time, I feel like I need to dunk my face in a bucket of water for 3 days and just leave it there. Okay, so seeing as we're already here, we might as well attempt contouring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade, the chocolate shade actually, yeah, we're going to go the whole hog. Let's go for the chocolate shade and let's do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to do it on my temples, my cheekbones and my jawline. Okay, I don't know what's happened here, but it's gotten patchy. Like, I don't know why. It's fine on this side, but it's gotten patchy here. Okay, so now I need to bronze up a little bit. I feel like I need to warm up the skin. I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is like a reddy, orangey shade, as a bronzer. And then I might put a little bit of blusher on because we do have some really nice, beautiful oranges here. So just taking this shade, let me just use this as a bronzer. Okay, so in this palette, you have some beautiful, like, reddy, orangey colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that same brush, take these two shades right here and apply them as a blush on the apples of the cheeks. Now let's go in to a little bit of highlight. I know what I'm going to take because I use these as a highlight anyway. Love them so much. I'm going to take these two gold shades on a fan brush, and then I'm just going to use that as a highlight on my cheekbones and down the center of my face, just to give us a really nice glow. Okay, so I feel like the last thing left is really lips. I'm thinking that I'm going to mix two colors together. I'm thinking because this look is like green, olivey green. I know that like a peachy orangey color would look nice with that. So I'm actually going to pair this peachy color right here with a little bit of the orange and the deeper orange, and I'm going to mix them together. I'm actually just going to mix it with the Vaseline that I've got on my lips. I hope that's not cheating. I hope it's not, but hopefully that'll kind of create like a lipstick formula. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. I'm going to take a little bit of that peachier color on my finger, and then I'm just going to dab that over the top. And that is it, guys. You better believe that I use this eyeshadow palette to create this makeup look right here. If I'm honest, I really like the eyes. I think the eyes have come out nicely, but obviously that's because it's eyeshadow. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Let me know down below what you think. I like the lips. Like, I quite like the lip color. But my skin, for me, is looking like a mess. You guys know that skin is my thing. And you guys know that if I don't have a flawless base, I don't feel well put together. And I'm not feeling the best put together. I feel like I've covered them quite well, but I do feel like around my mouth area it looks pretty dark. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. As per usual, I love you guys so very much. If you like videos like this, like challenges, things that are like a full face of, I was thinking liquid lipsticks would be a good one as well. I know that's one that's been done. Don't know if I've got that many, but I mean, that would be a good one. If you want to see more videos like this, then let me know down below. Stalk me on my social handles that are left here right now. And I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Excuse me now whilst I go and drench myself in a bucket full of oil.